Welcome back to Coach's Corner, and with us now, the head coach of the Pohai Lady Cat tennis team. It's Coach Larry Williams. And Coach Williams, thank you for being here.
Sure. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, four qualified for state, number one and number two doubles teams. And how did it go?
Well, we lost the first day, both of the matches. If you win one match, then you continue on to Saturday. The number two doubles team of Samantha Stobie and Hannah Balzer were new to this year, and I think they were just excited to be there, which is good. The number one team was Carly Parks, who's Stoney's daughter, and Brenna Keeler, and this is their third year to be together. And I think they're a bit disappointed they didn't go a little bit further. Last year they were seeded at number 8, and they held up that seed, so they played all day Saturday. But these girls were probably one of the top, I would say, probably one of the top at least 10 teams in the state. And because I've been here a long time, I've seen a lot of the doubles teams come through. So I'd say it's one of the top 5 teams ever that Pohai's had for Lady Cats. So,
wow,
yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, certainly making it to state is an honor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And fantastic, and certainly some wonderful progress there. The overview of the season, the highlights. What are you going to remember most about this season of Pohai girls tennis?
Well, we had, as far as all the levels, we had pretty good levels. As far as our varsity was a good team. We came in second or won a tournament this year, and we continually were second or third at a lot of tournaments. The JV is a little older group, was an older group this year, and so they medaled a lot. The junior high, we had 2 doubles teams from them that were continually medaling. So we were known when we went to it wasn't that anybody feared us, but we were known when we went to the tournaments, and we played a lot of the teams. And in tennis, the eastern part of the state is stronger than the western part of the state. So
I see.
Yeah.
Very nice. The future of Pohai girls tennis. So what do you see when you look ahead?
Well, at least for next year, I'll address that. 2 of the girls that played the doubles at state come back. They may play singles next year, and that would be Carly Parks and Samantha Stobie. But we also had one young lady, because of an injury to somebody, that played number 2 singles at our regional. So she'll be back, and we have about 5 or 6 other players that are seniors or juniors. They'll be juniors next year, seniors and juniors, that will be part of this equation. I don't really foresee any sophomores to being part of the equation right now, maybe one. But we also have, with that junior high team, a lot of them will continue on because 8th and 9th grade can play junior high. So some of them becoming 9th graders will play a full season of junior high. And we might even sneak some of those into the JV situation. So,
wow.
Yeah, so
nice.
It's there.
So as a coach, you get the eligibility reports every week. Can you talk for a moment about the academic excellence of your team?
Well, I don't know where we rank with everybody else, but I have to do eligibility situation for a banquet because we give a scholastic award. Last year we had the salutatorian of the year, the salutatorian for Pohai won it last year. The girl that's ranked 6th probably is going to win this award this year. But going up and down the list, I don't know what the average is. I would probably say the average is about a 3.75, but we have about 6 or 7 girls that have 4.2s and above.
Wow.
So yeah, it's
wow.
I never have really had to worry about,
right.
at least this year, anything on eligibility.
Yeah,
so,
that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
right?
It is really nice.
Certainly. These athletes are scholars as well. And, I was going to ask you about off-season. When it comes to tennis, there really isn't an off-season, is there?
Well, technically, no. We're going to go, some of them are going to go to the OSU camp the first 2 weeks of June, and then we try to supplement by doing some lessons and things during the summer and kind of keeping them going. And then we hit the road running, basically the court's running in August when school starts. We do an off season for a whole semester, and then we go to the regular season. So it was cool.
All right, the future of Pohai girls tennis looking very, very bright. And I know you run the risk of forgetting to mention a name, but perhaps you could mention a few of your athletes who just showed remarkable improvement this year.
Well, remarkable improvement. I mean, I really have to go back a little bit to that doubles team because we need to give them some praise with all four of those girls, but particularly Brenda Keeler and Carly Parks. But we've had some other girls, Cameron Suggs this year that also play softball, that improved a lot. We had a couple of the ninth graders that came on very good this year in Emma Kimbrell and Sabrina Green. And there's a few others that Nicole Coughlin that might figure into some of the varsity things next year. She'll be a junior next year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but one thing I was going to mention, it's interesting that you mentioned the academic part, but a lot of these girls, some of their extracurricular activity situations are very powerful also. And I mean, you know, some of it's a church thing, and that's great. That's super. But Brenda Keeler also is one of the top people in the state as far as FFA. She's a leader there. She just came back from a few days there. Morgan Didlake is one of the top people in DECA this year, as one of the boys Brad Robinson was that plays tennis for Brad Larimer. So, you know, I could probably go on with some names and that'll kind of bore you to an extent, but I did want to mention that these girls are past the athletics and the academics. There's more to their lives. They're pretty well rounded, really. So,
yeah, I don't know how they do it. How do they do it?
I don't know. I think
the
back
scheduling, the time, it's just amazing.
They cut periods out of their life for this, and I know Brad Larimer and I, that's a boys coach, we try to realize that this is just a portion of their school and academic type of situation as they grow. And we have as much fun, I think, on the trips and eating and visiting with them, and and trying to help them improve their lives as we do actually hitting the little yellow ball.
Yeah. So when's the big tennis banquet?
We're going to have it a week from Wednesday. It'll be on the 16th. I've been to several other banquets because of photography and things like this, and this is one of the biggest banquets there is. Last year we had about 140 to 150 people at the banquet, which it's fairly large, which is kind of surprising for, I won't say it's a minor sport, but it's not looked on maybe like football and things like that.
Right.
So we have a lot of people come, and it's a nice banquet. We'll hold it in the Commons, and we don't have it catered. We actually do the brisket ourselves, the parents bring dishes for 25 people each, and so we don't say what it is. They just bring them, and somehow it works out each year with the salads and desserts and everything like that.
Certainly, you got to look forward to honoring the athletes and the awards and all of that. And there will be several awards given out on the 16th.
There's going to be about 4 or 5 or 6 different things that would be into categories, if you want to call it that. And then we'll have what's called the Dorothy Hankins Award, which is the most outstanding tennis lady, and I can't reveal that yet. I know who it is or who people are for that, but we'll have that award also. That's one that's been given, and that goes back into the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, as far as that particular trophy. We have to take it out of the case at the athletic AD's office and bring it over and have it engraved and then move it back. So.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. That's quite an honor. Coach Larry Williams, Pohai Lady Cat tennis head coach. Coach, thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Coach Williams on Coach's Corner. And that is going to do it. Our thanks to Coach Ben Steichen of the boys soccer team and Coach Williams here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm your host, Sean Anderson.